Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box also. And that being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the leopard light heart, then this one is going to be your reading. Leopard light is, as always, called here on the channel the beauty stone. I just find it so beautiful. Maybe beauty or a glow up is something you've been working on at this time, but it's also a good companion stone for transitions and changes in life, helping bring more awareness and emotional balance to areas or awareness where emotional balance is required as you move through transitions and adjusting to changes and things that come up out of nowhere that put us on a different path or change the way we view things. It's a good supportive stone to move through any of that, helping reduce any stress and emotional charge behind change. So group 1, we're also going to do a little pendulum at the end. Stick around, have a think about what your question will be for the pendulum. Some of these signs in your reading I have is Sagittarius, Cancer, Leo, and Libra, I would say. So that could be your energy or someone you're dealing with, but it doesn't matter too much at all. Let's just jump into the past as we always do. And also our little crystal picker decided not to pick the crystals today, so I asked my partner to instead. And then I asked also for a little message from each one he chose. And for group 1, he said it's about embracing new beginnings. So take that message for you and put it where you like. It's his interpretation of that crystal, which is lovely. So past energy for my group 1s, we have the 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles, 6 of cups, and then the 7 of cups here in the past energy. So immediately what I'm seeing here is a lot of reflection around this. This could actually be a few things, whether it's relationships you're thinking about right now, friendships and community you belong to. It can also have a touch on your work area, maybe take it how it resonates. But what I'm seeing here is you're thinking about, maybe for a while now, things have been either lackluster or it's just that there's a lot of reflection around the way things have been for a while, and that it's time for changes coming. And I think you feel that. And maybe it's manifesting as conflict with friend groups or changes in your friend groups in some regard, or something around your workspace where you may feel like you've been working for a while and wondering when are you going to see the shift, the change, the results, the promotion, whatever it is you're waiting for this. I feel like there's an evolution you wait to see. We have the 3 of Wands on the bottom deck for your reading with the Wheel of Fortune under that, 10 of Wands under that. So I think you've been lifting it for a while. So this could be anything. It could be that you're slugging it out at work for a while, or building your own business and you haven't quite seen the results that you'd like to see yet. This could be in friend groups where, maybe you feel like you've been hanging out with friends that are, maybe they throw their stuff onto you, or there's something about this connection you're dealing with is a bit heavy right now, and you may be waiting for change, or maybe you've been carrying it all on your own. Maybe it's been a very isolating journey for some of you, and you're waiting to see help and support and friendship and community come in. And all of these things I can see actually shifting in your reading. So whatever it is for you, whether it's career, relationship, or something else, there is a shift happening here, and so it's a good thing if you're feeling a little just at the moment, or have been recently. So 7 of Pentacles, she's attending to this plant. She waters it every day, she nurtures it, she invests. This is an investment card. So in the past, you've definitely shown up to invest. What are you investing in? Is it old relationships from the past? Investing in family, supporting your family? Maybe you're a parent and you've been deep in the journey of parenthood, and it's like maybe you're looking at what's next for me now. Maybe children are off to school next year for you, and you're thinking, what do I do next year with myself, or something like this. You see what I'm saying? Like, take it how it resonates, but there's definitely something you're looking to expand or move away from and into something new even. 7 of Cups here has got you wondering, right? It's the a card of a little bit of cloudiness. And there's a few energies in this reading that speak to a little bit of cloudiness, that there's no need to push through that right now. If you don't have all the answers yet for what it is you want to choose or what you're going to do, that's okay. You're not meant to know until it becomes clear, and it naturally will in time, especially as things adjust and change to create room for what it is you need. Maybe that room is needed through having a bit of downtime and a rest, where you're not constantly busy responding to messages or being accessible to too many people or energies right now, giving you the space and time you need to process your feelings or have whatever may come up in that space. If you don't give yourself the silence or the room for it, then it may not be able to come up. So it's something to be mindful of, that you may just need a little patience with the journey and with yourself right now, and to just take some time out. You've actually got Brown Bear Spirit with take time out. You've got a few cards here that talk about cleansing and patience, and we'll get to that all as we go through the reading. But your past energy definitely shows a lot of deep reflection of the past, of what it is you're moving into and where you're headed from here. And I'm hearing, what does this mean? So maybe someone is looking at a relationship or something that happened in the past and trying to figure out what the meaning of that experience was, or that relationship. Or it could be also a new relationship that's come in recently. What does it mean? So yeah, all right. As we progress into the week ahead, we have got the Queen of Cups first of all, and it shows me that this week you're going to be really intuitive and connected. It is time to honor your feelings this week. If something comes up, it's not to be avoided at this time. Like, again, I'm getting this message of not distracting yourself with other things. And sometimes that's like the typical crime documentary that people love to watch to unwind. Like, leave that space for yourself if you can. To allow things to come up and for you to actually sit in silence and process some things. Strong intuitive nudges this week, and connection to how you're feeling that's unavoidable is what I really feel for this one. And it leads to the Eight of Cups in this week ahead. It does. It leads to you choosing to walk away from a situation or something. Five of Wands next. It tells me that maybe there's a drama or some sort of issue you're having with someone that you decide, no, this isn't good for my emotions. This isn't good for my sense of well-being. It doesn't leave me feeling good after I connect with this person or I engage in this behavior. Whatever it is, you're choosing to honor your feelings and just walk away from drama or conflict, which is interesting because you've actually got two cards from another deck, and one of them is Moonrise with cleansing and Moon Madness with drama, which is, to me, it really looks like these cards replicated. You know, this person's choosing to cleanse and move themselves away from some sort of conflict or drama. So as we progress further into the week ahead, you have got the Chariot. So with this Five of Wands conflict, you're definitely taking charge in the situation, like enough's enough, or I'm not dealing with this anymore, or whatever it is that comes up. And for some of you, you may feel helpless in the situation, like you usually like to take control and fix things, but maybe you're unable to in this circumstance, and so your power lies elsewhere. And maybe for some of you with the Nine of Swords coming after the Chariot, it's like decisions you make, you're like, oh, am I going to regret that? Is the right choice for me? Or am I missing out on something? Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe it's a change. I do feel for many of you there's a big change in your social setting. Old friends leaving, new friends coming in, or something like that. It could be different, of course. It can be other scenarios you'll know, but there's something that you may agonize over this week. And it could have to do with your home space, and it could have to do with your independence, but you are needing to just trust the changes. I heard changing of the guard when I was pulling these cards at this point in the reading, so that may mean something to you. There may be a changing of the guard happening in your life. And, you know, yeah, I do feel like there's some stress in a relationship, or maybe a conversation had that maybe leaves you a little bit agonizing over it and stressing about it, or how am I going to move house, or how am I going to pull this off or do this thing. But you find independence, you do, and whatever's shifting right now, whatever you're moving yourself away from, it's so that you can come into this more joyful and abundant energy, abundant in connection, fun, play. Your hard work does pay off. To start the reading with the Seven of Pentacles and end the week, like past energy, Seven of Pentacles, end of the week ahead, Nine of Pentacles, that's beautiful outcome. That's exactly what you're going for. It's actually seeing the rewards of your hard work. It's reaping that harvest. Yeah. So there may be some situations that are changing, but it's actually all for the better. You're advised to just avoid drama, cleanse, clean your slate, keep things clear. Over in the challenge, you've got 3 major arcanas: the World, the Judgment, and the Fool. And so it tells me your biggest challenge right now is to do with the bigger picture of your journey rather than the smaller details. And what you're being asked to do at this time is to realize where you're needing to really finish out old cycles and have fresh new beginnings, which is perfect, because it was said that this crystal is all about embracing a new beginning. And then to see these cards come out, it's like very, very well channeled message from my partner there. So the World is all about finishing cycles, and then Judgment is that knowing you're being called onto a new beginning, a new path. And this path is likely going to be full of experiences, people, and situations that you've never dreamed of experiencing before. So it's about keeping your mind open, keeping your heart open, because there's a leap of faith being needed from you here as well. You're needing courage to overcome some fears you may have about taking new paths or entering new environments, new social settings, whatever it is, you're needing to leap. I'm just seeing the yellow brick road real quick here, so it kind of tells me of the journey ahead as well, like thinking of, what is it? Not Alice in Wonderland, Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz, and needing, the lion who finds the courage, and like all those different things you're going to find within yourself and within others along the way. It's like there's new people for you to meet. I really do feel like a lot of what this reading is about is social settings, groups of people you're involved in, or friend groups or relationships that are going through a change up. In the area of what will help with your challenge, you have the 8 of Swords and Strength. You just need to stay out of your own way and get out of the doubts. If you're doubting yourself or your capabilities or the fact that something is going to work or not, you just got to get out of your own way. That's all there is to it. You may have fear and self-limiting beliefs around new beginnings or closing out old chapters. You're going to have to get strong around that. You're going to have to overcome these self-doubts, because you're not actually... the 8 of Swords is a self-imposed prison. This person is never bound too tightly that they can't get themselves out. In fact, she's got a knife just ready right there. Just one little movement of the wrist and she's free. So you are needing to find where you block yourself here. And a lot of it's going to be all in the mind. Like all of it is in the mind. So it's overcoming your own doubts, your own fears. Will help you elevate you into a new cycle. What you don't see coming is with the 4 of Cups. I love this. You really don't see this cup coming. You're too busy looking over here and wondering about the past, or where things are at and what it is right now. But what you don't see coming is a new offer, a new opportunity, a new friendship perhaps. We'll see. We have the Knight of Cups here. So this is a romantic gesture or offer for some people. For others, this is a beautiful friendship that you really feel a lot of joy when you connect with this person. The conversation is, I'm hearing fire. Like there's a lot of good banter back and forwards, good humor, good times. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So what you don't see coming for some of you is a romantic offer that leads to a long-term relationship. Maybe this person's already in your life and you just haven't recognized them yet, or it's maybe a very new offer for you, but what you don't see coming is a new connection. This does not have to be romantic. It can be a friend, but this person is coming in for long-term support and connection. This is the 10 of Pentacles here. What you don't see coming is that there are really, really good times ahead that are here to stay. Things that you will build upon for the future to come. In the outcome area, we have got Temperance, the 10 of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. This is telling me that for some of you, there is a person out there that you need to block. It's not for everyone, but there is definitely a person out there, a relationship or an old community or something, a group of friends that you need to just accept that that's not for you anymore and to let them go. Temperance is asking you to have patience. You've even got the Patience card in your reading. Patience means letting things flow naturally and not trying to push things, reading the energy, going with the flow. allowing there to be room to breathe, allowing there to be silence, allowing there to be rest, allowing there to be a balance. If you're too much in one area, or you've been indulging too much in one substance or behavior or something, you know, it's bringing that back into a nice balance. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but you feel great afterwards. So the Ten of Swords is an ultimate ending. We see the world here in your challenge. So, you know, and the Four of Pentacles is about blocking energies. It's about keeping your cards close to your chest. It's protecting yourself. It is about saving finances. So there's a situation here, maybe some of you, this is about budgeting and saving your finances, because an ending is coming that's going to give you a new beginning. So for some of you, it's like leaving one job and going into another. But you need to carefully plan for that and strategize and budget, if that's the message. But either way here, we've got an emphasis on just protecting your own energy, turning your back on things that aren't right for you, seeing ultimate endings through to the end, letting them go, and then patience here as new things come in for you. That's why Three of Wands is on the bottom of the deck, because you've made this change. The underlying energy of the whole reading is the fact that you've made a great change, or you're in the process of changing, moving through a crossroads. And then you get to this point where it's, well, what does this new path have to offer me? I'm open, I'm waiting, I'm receptive, I'm ready. And I see you getting into that energy, but there's still some old things that may need to clear out, or maybe just simply a little bit of time out needed. Take time out. So let's go into the Oracle cards and then your pendulum. I'll probably read both. See how I feel as I'm reading. So there's Oracle and Protection. The Oracle message is that there is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. The arrival of Brown Bear Spirit signals that you are best served by foregoing hard work towards your goals at this moment, and instead taking time out to meditate, or to just take a nap so you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co-create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you, and begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear-headed strategizing. How might you become the person you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. Relax and be calm and peaceful so you can recharge. The call for action will come later. The protection message, if you feel you need that right now. When you become so frazzled that you can't decide how to move forward, Brown Bear Spirit arrives to remind you to let go of your impatience in getting the answers and solving the problems that face you. Now is the time for rest and meditation. Take a break, let insights arise, and know that you have plenty of time to make plans. Brown Bear Spirit reminds you that sometimes the best and most effective action is non-action, allowing the situation around you to reveal itself to you so you can better understand it. Remember that what is yours will never be withheld from you, so you really can relax and wait until the next right action is revealed. Miracles can come out of nowhere, and yours will arrive on Great Spirit's timetable. And I see miracles and blessings here with this symbol of the rainbow in your reading twice. And it really was standing out to me even the first time. When the second one came out, I was like, wow, okay. So temperance and cleansing were the two cards with the rainbow. And when I saw those, I really felt like there's peaceful resolution and miracles coming for you. So Into Your Arms was your next card from the Lonely Woods Oracle, which is quite sweet. It talks about this connection that you don't see coming in. Soon will come a homecoming, a time of enrichment and contentment and goodness. There will be kin, a soul family to whom you know you belong, and they likewise to you. The solitude you have experienced means you have more to share now, more than ever before. You did not forget who you were in those lonely times. You became who you were meant to become next, and here you are. And because of that, here they are, the friends and the companions who see you, understand you, accept you, love you, and reach for you in the morning and kiss you as they fall asleep. The time of solitude shaped your soul, and the shape it took has become beautiful indeed. Maybe you feel like you're still in this time of solitude, and just trust and know that if that is you, that there is a blessing coming in for you very soon in connection and companionship straight into your arms. So have patience, right? Let's go to patience. In dense fog, it's best to be quiet and still. For now, don't go forward. Wait. It's hard to see what lies ahead, and things may not be as they seem. Things that seem one way, in fact, may be completely different. Be patient, the truth will emerge. In this state of obscured visibility, your imagination and intuition can be sparked. If you can wait long enough, your dreams and inner yearnings can come to fruition. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to those seemingly random thoughts. You are so connected at this time with the Queen of Cups in your immediate energy. It's letting you know what you need to let go of. You've got the messages really connected at this time. So do not doubt that and trust those messages, no matter how wild they may seem, with this Eight of Swords and Strength over here. You also have the card Courage. And I feel like after your time of patience, this shows the action needed. And this is about stepping forward and throwing your shoulders back and standing up for yourself with passion. Speaking up for those less fortunate, being impeccable in all of your actions. It isn't a time to be timid, and don't be limited by the beliefs of others. Use your passion to make a difference. Courage doesn't mean that you aren't afraid. Fearless means fearless. Encourage your fear and take action anyway. Acknowledge your fear. Makes a stand. You are strong and powerful and have great valor within you. And then, as we saw before, we had cleansing and avoid drama. This is a time for it. I think you're going to be aware of where this already is for you. If not, it's coming up this week ahead. It is in the weeks ahead. So some of you may be something yet to bubble up with a friend or a person, but you are needing to turn your back on a situation here. Even if that means just for a time for some of you, maybe you can talk when the energy has settled down, but for right now, you need to do what's best for yourself. We have some, what are they, self-care prompts? No, I forget what this deck's called. It's self-care of some kind. And we have expand your network. Link yourself into a network of people who can help inspire you. Many of you, this is to do with your career and expanding in this regard. Maybe there's a collaboration to look for. But also for many of you, this is about friends, community, the people you spend time with. We have own your power. Fix the external by changing the internal. Own your power. This is time for you to, as the Courage card said, don't let other people impose their limited beliefs onto you. It's time for you to get out of your own way. Choose for yourself and love your work. Ask yourself today if what you're doing is truly making you happy. And then the personal power for this week is I am supported. Know and trust that you are supported through every moment of your life, let alone this week ahead. If there's a drama coming up to be avoided, know that you're supported through making the right choices for yourself. Anything that you're going through right now, trust that you are supported. I want to go into who it is that supports you, but I think you already know. For some of you, it's beautiful, benevolent, angelic beings, and for some of you it's past loved ones. For some of you it's the Divine Mother herself, and you feel an intimate connection with her and know she's with you at all times. But you are supported, and trust that through this week and any changes, even things that seem like it's a little offbeat or like, hang on, that doesn't seem like it fits, trust that it does, and it is supporting you, whatever that is. So the pendulum may like to pause if you need a little more time, but let's just jump in and see what our yes is going to look like for group 1, please. Okay, and our no for group 1 is going to look like that. It's always the same, but I like to see it. And the answer that group 1 is holding right now . I kept hearing I don't know, so I don't know what I don't know is, but it was swinging around into a yes as it's saying I don't know. So I'm not sure what I don't know means. I'd love to hear in the comments if that somehow resonates with your question, but it's swinging into a yes. Something about it, like maybe it's just confusion or uncertainty, cloudiness before it's like actually, yeah. So hopefully that's supportive and helps you, group 1. And hopefully this reading gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you're after a private reading, bear with me. I'll open up December probably later today. I've been meaning to do that. look at my calendar and see what I've got available to offer private readings for. So yeah, if there's nothing left for November, then hang in there. I'll open December and make an announcement very shortly. Probably you'll see at the same time this reading getting posted anyway. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Group 1, and I look forward to reading for you all again next week. Bye. Hey Group 2, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the beautiful little seashell, then this is going to be your reading. Our little crystal picker, item picker, Jackson, decided he didn't want to choose the items for today, so I've asked my partner to choose them. And when he did, he gave a little message for each one, and the message for the shell was to listen to the past. So maybe there's some things coming up right now that are themes of the past that are giving you insights into what needs to shift and change, or there's something to do with the past and past patterns that might be worth paying attention to as you process things right now. So let's jump into your reading, Group 2, with the main energy in this reading is Leo, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Gemini here. So yeah, a lot of big energy on the table. Could be you or someone you're dealing with, or part of your chart that's activated. Maybe Cancer's energy here as well, actually. So yeah, Group 2, let's jump into the past. We're also going to do a pendulum question, so if you like to think about what that will be, there'll be a little pendulum yes or no at the end. So yeah, past energy for my Group 2s. We have the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 9 of Swords. Look at that. What a strong, anguishing mental energy, Group 2. So we have a situation here where you have perhaps been agonizing over and stressing over. This could be in relation to anything. You've got the card here, actually. Your personal power for this week is I can change my thoughts. This was actually one I shared, I think, over the weekend, also on my Insta story. If you follow my Insta story, you'll know I do share little individual messages from time to time, or every day pretty much. And cat spam. But yeah, if you want to check that out, you can get these daily little prompts and messages as well. But yeah, recently it was I can change my thoughts, and when we're looking at this past energy, that is what is required here to change your thoughts, because there's a situation here where you have been feeling powerless or consumed mentally by it. This can be anything at all. It can be your own self-doubts and beliefs and stories you think about yourself that actually are not true at all. It can be with regards to a relationship you may feel stuck with, or career moves, financial situation, anything at all that is really eating at your mind and making you feel like you're stuck or you haven't got the answers to persevere or move through a challenge. The window is shut here, not letting these supportive fae in, and we've got the bats and the menacing shadow creatures harassing and lurching. So for many of you, a cleansing will be needed. You're needing to open that window and let the fresh air in, counteract negative thoughts and beliefs with positive affirmations. It's going to be really important at this time. Maybe it's thoughts of the past that consume you, with the message from the seashell about paying attention or listening to the past. Maybe there's old voice cropping up that needs to be whack-a-moled down, and with love, with a positive affirmation, right? With a counteracting positive affirmation. For some of you, there's a situation that you may feel like you're in competition with others with the podium here, but you're needing to just walk away from that drama and set your own path. There's something about just being unapologetically unique and yourself, supporting yourself, not looking for validation or approval in what it is you can do for others, or, you know, what others feel or think about you. I think this is a time for you to really reinstill some self-belief and self-love, and not look for that externally. And how is that done? Well, any act of self-love, any countering negative thoughts with positive affirmations, exercise and eating right, doing anything you can for yourself, taking a little bit of time out, doing the things that make you feel good and happy, whether that's cooking in the garden, catching up with a friend, creating something with paints, you know, getting creative. Something for you. So as we progress into the week ahead anyway, we have got the sun and then the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. So it really shows that this, like whatever has been haunting you or bothering you, is something that is about to shift or already shifted as you watch this reading. The Ace of Swords, Sun, what illuminating energies we have here. This is all about clarity and bringing things into the light. It's also about a positive shift on thoughts as well. Again, I can change my thoughts is your personal superpower this week. It's a personal power deck, but it's a superpower when it's really something that's hindering you like this and you can shift it. With the High Priestess in the center, it shows me that your connection with Source is potent at this time. And so you even have that voice overlaying saying the truth. So you may feel or doubt or fear or have a fear come up, or feel a negative thought or feeling or belief or something, and you already know the truth as you progress into this week. And it's about seeing things from the more positive perspective, and Spirit is feeding you with that open dialogue. I do feel like there's a lot of communication here between you and Spirit, trying to bring you into the more positive side of things to help the outcome be more positive for you as well. Staying positive is really important right now, and also time I know a big emphasis here on getting a bit of alone time and resting up and doing things for yourself and looking after yourself, but there's also, I think, a lot of events or things coming up for you at this time where you're planning with a family and other people, friends. We're moving into the seasons of like Thanksgiving and Christmas at this time of year, so these things are going to be on their mind. There's more invites and events happening for a lot of people. But yeah, I feel like when I look at this, the way is being illuminated. The Ace of Swords moves on into the Moon, which is another really interesting card to add to this combo, because it shows me that you are digging deep into your subconscious and your fears, and you're either clearing out old beliefs and feeding in new beliefs, maybe based on the experiences you're having, or just through conscious shadow work perhaps. But there's definitely this deeper understanding of your own psyche, and also any things that may block you as well. Like I think you're really trying to think about certain imprints you may have in your mind, in your beliefs, that are going to hold you back from what you're trying to work towards at this time. You're getting clear on these things. Maybe there's also for some of you a conversation around something that has been kept private or secret, and that may be coming to light this week for you as well. I think you're getting a lot of new information at this time and over the next few days that is helping clear the way and clear the past and clear out some of these fears that you're holding on to. Time alone is on the cards with the Hermit coming up next, and it's important for you to have this time so you can process the things that are coming up, a bit of silence and disconnection from the outside world to help you shift your perspective and build more strength and resilience to see things from a way that is actually beneficial. Because there's a situation here that's you may be wanting to ignore it or avoid it or suppress it with substance, maybe smoking some stuff or drinking too much or whatever it is that helps avoid things. If you've got any of those behaviors running right now, it would be a good time to abstain, just to keep a little bit of more clarity and grounding as you move through these things. What is this Hanged Man with regards to? It's with regards to the Seven of Pentacles, your longer term investments and the things that are not really showing you the results yet. So if there's something you're working at right now that's maybe not bringing you the rewards that you'd expect at this time, or there's something that's not fully paying off yet, and you're needing to look at it from a different perspective to see that it actually already is in its own way, and it will pay off more in the future. You're needing more self-belief and faith in this project, whatever that is. I think there's a lot of fear to overcome for some of you to be able to do something independently, or even just fear to overcome to meet your goals or achieve what you're going for here. In the area of challenge, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Some of you, this is like a karmic pattern repeating. I'm seeing 3 8s in your reading now, and usually when I see 3 or more 8s, I'm looking at karmic cycles that repeat. So again, paying attention to patterns of the past with the shell. But this challenge for you may be in your paid work scenario situation, something that you are focused on wholeheartedly, And for some of you may want to give up on this thing. The Eight of Cups here, it's like, for some of you kind of feel like you've got two goals happening, like one maybe pays the bills and the other is more like your personal expansion or something like this, and you're trying to like balance out your time and energy to meet both of these things that you actually want to invest in. Or maybe one you don't want to invest in so much and more the other, but it's about keeping a balance. Maybe that's a bit of the challenge right now. Finding the paid work you desire or having to wait for that opportunity to come in might be a bit of your challenge right now as well. The development process might feel like a challenge, like things that take time. And yeah, I think the challenge is walking away from things that don't work for you as well. And figuring out where and what to do and how, like where that all lies. I think there's a lot of like deep self-inquiry and then personal fears and things that get in the way of you excelling on the path that is maybe a little more frightening. In the area of what will help with this challenge, we have Justice, the Lovers, and the Page of Swords, which is beautiful to see. It shows me that things are going to correct themselves naturally. It's due to your commitment and devotion and hard work and leaving no stone unturned. This is about applying for that job. It's about tweaking the resume. It's about getting all of the information or resources together in one basket, ready to go. Researching that product or project. Like, this is about putting in the work and being really committed, because through doing that, through showing up for this, embodying the energy required, you are going to bring about a justice in the situation, which is fair and balanced outcomes when it comes to the things that you're devoted to. So I also get that whole you reap what you sow. And I think it's to do with your hard work right now. You're going to see that pay off. Don't give up. In the area of what you don't see coming, we have the Knight of Pentacles, Death, and the Three of Wands. I think I said that was the area of what you don't see coming. I don't know what I said, but it was actually what helps with the challenge. What you don't see coming is not too different from that, in the sense that we've got the Knight of Pentacles, Death, Three of Wands. So what you don't see coming is a very slow but sure development and expansion in your world. This could be in any area. For a lot of you, I feel like it's career or your own life path stuff. But the Knight of Pentacles is about dutifully showing up. It's a slow journey, but it's about being present with each step of the journey and not rushing to the outcome. Death shows an ending, but also a transformation. So it shows me that you're slowly moving through your own ultimate transformation. Your own becoming is happening here. And as you get to the end of this, what you don't see coming energy, it is Three of Wands. So it's like you're committed, you're on the path, you're doing what's required, you continue to do that, and something really good comes in. There's good news coming in the mail, in the image. It could be email, could be an offer of some kind, but there's something coming in and you're aware of it because you're the one who's applied yourself and been a very active participant in this journey. It is reaping what you sow, the Justice card. Like, how much you put in is how much you're going to get out. But there's also a need to just slow it down. And with this Page of Swords, this is about asking for help or researching the topic. It's about doing what's required to get all of the information because you're curious, you want to know, you want to expand, you're committed and devoted to something here. In the area of outcome, we have the Empress, the King of Wands, the Ten of Swords. I like this Ten of Swords because it is the one with the phoenix rather than somebody stabbed everywhere. So it talks again more about the transformation. For some of you, there's a move of a home happening here, and there's like a whole bunch of stress around that actually, but we've got two images representing that now. You can see here. There's a lot of change around a home setting for someone. But anyway, back to this message and the outcome. The Empress, the King of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. The outcome here for you is one of abundance. You find yourself in a really powerful position in this outcome. For some of you, this is a beautiful relationship that is growing and transforming with you. For others, this is you growing and transforming based on an ending that you've been through, and you're now moving more into this Phoenix leadership energy, where there's a lot of competence here. Like, I feel like you're a very capable and competent person when it comes to moving through this chapter. You may need support and help along the way, but ultimately that's what lifts you up to get you going, or allowing you to give you that sort of podium to stand on. I do feel like for a lot of you here, there's something different coming in, like a new work role, like a new role of some kind. Of course, it can be you showing up in your life in different ways. But with the Empress, it's a very, I was going to say efficient, but I didn't mean to efficient. A very, maybe competent is the word that keeps coming through here. It's like you're so capable of anything you really put your mind to, and it brings you a lot of abundance. This is a very masterful energy. It wants me to bring this card up. Drink from your own well, water your own garden. I'll read that in a moment, but with the Empress being here, it shows me that you've got what it takes to nurture yourself and others, but right now you're probably needing to nurture yourself more and focus on your own path, your own journey, and just being a leader in your own life. I know and feel that for some of you, or many of you, there's other people that depend on you and need your support, but right now you may be just needing to focus on yourself a little bit more than others, and delegate where needed so that you can have more time to your projects, your passions, your life, your career, whatever it is, yourself. There's a real boss energy actually now when I look into this. You're bossing up in some way, group 2. The World is the card on the bottom of the deck, the underlying energy for your reading. So definitely bossing up here. This is the card we see when somebody has truly completed an old cycle and they are evolving into a whole new world, a whole new cycle, a whole new self. I think maybe for some of you there's like, good things are coming, you just don't know how they're going to happen or what's the right choice to make to get yourself there, but in time you will. There's, especially this week, there's a lot more clarity coming in, a lot more communication from spirit, and just these deeper understanding of the things that block you, your own subconscious beliefs or thoughts maybe coming into the conscious a bit more. Maybe you're sort of exploring a bit of that at the moment. Some of you, it may be plant medicine that is helping you, if you feel called. Meditation, definitely really good for you right now. Exercise, things that clear the mind. So in the Oracle cards for this reading, we have Cat Spirit with Claim Your Independence. A little ginger cat energy right here. When Cat Spirit meows, she's calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. The only way you can grow in all of your relationships now is to have a healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. When you walk with dignity, knowing who you are, self-aware and willing to grow, trusting the value you bring, the world will mirror all of this back to you in kind. When you say no to codependency and enmeshment, live and let live, practice taking risks as you wander into new territory, Cat Spirit rejoices. She is here to urge you and let your independent spirit roam free. I'm going to read the protection message if you feel at this time you need a little bit of protection. This may be the time you are facing some unpredictable situations. Are you hesitant to take a risk? Too cautious to jump into something new because you fear you can't trust yourself? Cat Spirit is saying go for it, because you will land on your feet. If nothing seems to be going according to plan, there is no reason to worry. Cat Spirit loves to mix it up, and these seeming upsets will actually bring you some wondrous and unexpected opportunities. That's the message I was getting earlier at the very start of this reading. Like, I think it was this one. I hope it wasn't group 1 I'm getting confused with, but I'm pretty sure it was this one. I was touching on something along the lines of like things going differently, but it's actually a blessing. Anyway, Cat Spirit loves to mix things up. Get ready to pounce, as you may be called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, your instincts are keen and your intuition is sharp. Remember, even the temporary failure can lead to spectacular success. So embrace the adventure. You are sure-footed and you can trust yourself. Intuition is on fire this week. You've got the Ace of Swords and the High Priestess. Like, there's a lot of downloads here. There's a lot of information coming in, a lot more clarity for you. If you've been searching for that clarity or waiting for the timing for that to come in, things to reveal themselves, it will be happening. But it's been uncomfortable in the process leading up to this clarity though, hasn't it? A lot of self-doubt and fear and stress. Okay, so drink from your own well, water your own garden. When we are alone, we learn how to not take our inspiration and sustenance from others. We do not drink from their wells. We do not feed from their cauldrons. We do not need anyone else's energy to generate our own. We can create our own energy, find the source of the spring within us, and begin to drink from that, and discover who we are and when we are most ourselves. Within you is the spring. Drink from it. Within you is the garden. Water it. Find the source within you. Do not seek inspiration elsewhere. This is not the time for that connection. Now is the time to follow the path until you discover the grail of the self and become your own light. So right now, and with the independent cat as well, drink from your own well, this is really asking you to not seek that validation. I think that was early in the reading too, where I could see like getting what it is you can do for others, maybe how you value yourself. And right now you're needing to trust that you are valuable and worthy of all of the love and support, even without having done these things for these other people or person. But it's really a time to be giving back to yourself, taking your power back in some way. We have the card happiness, and with the dolphin here, it does indicate a special connection around you, but we have a message here: click your heels and shout for joy. The signs are with you. Let your light shine. Abounding good luck awaits you. A gateway is opening for even more joy and happiness. Your life is expanding and opportunities are emerging. This is the time to go forward with glee. Love deeply and fully. Embrace life with open arms. Goodness is flowing to you. The only thing to be aware of is to monitor your expansion in a metered way. Too much too fast can be overwhelming. So you have the card next to how fitting. Slow it down. And then you also have the card accept help. So this is definitely a time to, look at this with the moon and the the hermit. This is definitely a slow it down message. Definitely slowing it down and accepting help. I think it's a really, with accept help, I'm getting a few different things from this, and it could be help with your digestive system, something like it could be help with your mental health and emotional regulation supports. It can be help around the house, getting things done so that you have more time to do the other things that are important, delegating chores and things like that. Accepting help, it may be something really difficult for you, asking for help or accepting help, but it is important at this time. So you also have some self-care prompts before we go into the pendulum, if this little kitten will let me. So we have the card shop smart, spend money on experiences, not just things, make memories. And with this one in particular, I felt like this could be so many different things, whether it is spending your money on a particular therapy session or something to support your health and well-being. An experience like something I was getting when I was shuffling the cards was like if there was an event coming to your town with a motivational speaker that you really love their work, like spend money on that experience, that ticket, go to that event, that type of thing. I think it's worth considering. There are some things or events or experiences that will be really beneficial for you in the very near future. So do engage, do buy that ticket, do go to that show, even if it's maybe a concert. Music is important to you right now. Go to that concert. This is your permission. Music can heal wounds that medicine cannot touch. We have the card ritual. To experience the magic of life, first you must practice it. What does your morning ritual look like? What rituals do you engage in when it comes to, I feel like this is also to do with your routines, like engaging in ritual as a part of your daily routine. And these rituals can be around anything, but I do think I feel like a lot of you, this is like rituals around your organization and applying yourself to achieve certain goals. You have the card clarify your desires, cut through the confusion, use your intuition to guide you. And this is the week for that. You are really clarifying a lot of your inner desires, and your intuition is very loud and speaking to you this week, that's for sure. So group 2, we have the pendulum, and I don't know how I'm going to swing this in front of a kitten and have her not go for it, but let's give it a go. So group 2, let's see what their yes is looking like, please. A yes for group 2. A bit slow to wake up there, group 2. That's all right. In your own time. Okay. All right. Well, we're off and running. Okay, and then a no, please. Beautiful, no. That's good, nice and clean. And do not... How are we going to do this with a kitten? How cute are you? Meow, meow. All right, little darling. I'll put you down for a second. I knew she was going to do that. All right, the answer for group 2's question, please. The question they are holding. It's going into a yes. Yes, but something about the energy this time felt really sleepy, restful, like it's just waking up and it's not quite ready. Maybe you're finding it hard to wake up in the mornings at the moment, or just a little hard to get going with something, but it was a yes. It was a slow and gentle yes. There's a soft gentleness in your energy as I connected to that as well. So just be soft, be slow, be gentle with yourself. Try and do like little movements with your hands or something, like make that a practice for a day or half a day for one activity where you prepare something, like maybe it's to do with food prep or something, and you just like you peel those vegetables with such care and patience, not like trying to get quickly. Like, I don't know, find slow, gentle movements in some activity that you do just to consciously slow it down and bring more awareness into what you're doing and see how that makes you feel. Maybe you want to then do it in other areas too. Maybe it's brushing your teeth with more care and slow. I don't know. You'll find the places that it fits in your day. But I do feel like slowing it down is really important. You've actually got that here in your reading with slow it down, but just the way that answered yes as well was just nice and slow. So group 2, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it has given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you'd like a private reading with me, I'm going to open up December today and make an announcement. So hopefully by the time you see this reading and you're wanting to book something, this should be available for you. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Girasol Moon, then this will be your reading. And the Girasol Moon is a fantastic stone for creativity, especially in areas of business, expanding your creative outlets or expressions. Also a good stone for healing emotional wounds as well. So group 3, let's jump in. I don't know if I said group 1 when I hit record then, but maybe you're drawn to group 1. Anyway, group 3. Some of the energies in your reading I can see is Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius. So pretty much it. There's a few energies there on the table. Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo here. Okay. All right, so it could be you or someone you deal with, but it doesn't matter all that much. Let's jump to the past energy for our group 3s. We have here the 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, the Devil. This is an interesting challenge. Actually, mind you, I'm also going to do the pendulum, which you can probably see from the title anyway. So keep in mind a question you might like to ask at the end. But here in the past energy, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, the Devil. This is a sticky situation I'm feeling here. With the 4 of Pentacles, you have got somebody holding very tight to their pentacles, so wanting to protect your assets or protect your finances in a situation, feeling like maybe there's a bit of a pinch financially for some of you. You could be feeling like a slave to certain bills or lifestyle choices. There's something with the Devil, 5 of Wands for some of you. You may feel like, I'm getting like a strong obligation that doesn't feel good or feel right or feel true. That could be the case for some of you. You may feel obligated to engage in a behavior or something, a connection, anything at all. which doesn't feel true for you. And it may be something else here as well, in that you may be finding your way out of drama and conflict that has you feeling powerless or just low vibrational. It's something you don't want to engage in anymore. You want to protect your energy from it. I'm getting the whole like to kill something, you need to suffocate it. I don't know what that means. So for some of you, there may be a situation that you need to stop giving energy to or attention to, and that in itself will help it suffocate and die off, if that's what's needed. But the devil here has the shackle open, right, and he holds it out to you. So when I look at this and see it in this position, I feel like it's a willing choice if you're going to engage. You can willingly put your hand in that shackle or not. So it's a matter of choosing correctly for yourself. This is all past energy, so this could be something you've struggled with. Maybe conflict with controlling people or manipulative people. Let's just move into the future energy, current and future energy, but we can see what you've been dealing with here is something that's like not felt good for you or right for you in some regard. I just get a lot of struggle to try and get where you want to be. I get like someone's holding or restricting your movement or something in the past here. Anyway, in the current energy, we have the Seven of Cups. We also have the High Priestess. So in the current energy, you may be feeling right now like there's still a lot of uncertainty with moving forward or what it is you need to do or say to handle this situation. Seven of Cups is when we have a lot of different choices. We're not too sure which one's the right one to choose, but you're going to need to trust your intuition, because we do have the High Priestess with this card. So it is asking you to have very strong boundaries around you right now and take the space you need to be able to process things so you can become clearer around what it is you want. With regards to strength and the Ace of Swords, I do feel like there's a conversation you need to have this week that is going to set you free, or it's going to assert a boundary if that's what's needed, or there's something you're needing to really muster your strength and deliver a truth here. There is going to be more clarity around the direction you are headed this week as well, with the Chariot coming out next. Also, there's a challenge for you to overcome here, for you to speak your truth or to realize and know your truth, and then take action moving forward based on that truth. The action moving forward is not comfortable or easy. We have the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords, but we do have the World after, so it's like putting something to rest once and for all, or something around like I'm sorry, I'm just coming back to the crystal. I forgot to mention our little crystal picker decided he didn't want to pick the crystals today, so it was actually my partner who chose the items, and he gave a message, and with this particular crystal he said to pay attention to the shadows, so shadow work might be required here, and it's coming back. The fact that he'd said that's coming back into this part of the reading, where you will be needing to use discernment and your own personal strength to abstain or overcome a challenge, to be more confident in your decision making with regards to a situation that could leave you feeling less than or losing in some regard. So I don't know, there's something you want to pull back from so that you don't lose yourself to it. For some of you, this is around your own emotions and grief, and not responding from that place of wounding in a situation. For others, this can be about making choices that are really difficult and painful, but they're what's right for you in the long term. Sometimes that's about saying no to certain people or moving away from situations that don't serve you. With the Five of Swords, it is a situation where nobody really wins, and it feels bitter and it feels empty, and it's like maybe you feel like you've got to quit while you're ahead, or may not even feel like you are ahead, like you're just going to have to cut your losses in a situation. That may be the case for some of you, and that may come up with a lot of emotion and sadness as well. Five of Cups is a card of grief, but you're wanting to put this cycle to rest, whatever it is. In the area of challenge, you have got the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So the Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups is classic challenge. Because with the Eight of Swords, it's about a self-imposed prison. It's never a situation that somebody else put you in the Eight of Swords. It's a situation you put yourself in. Coming back to the Devil now, the shackle is open. So it's like you can willingly put your wrist in there and be bound, or not, you know, choose differently. So some shadow stuff is coming up for you to be mindful of. That's the message with the Girasol. But it's also a stone of calming energy and healing emotional wounds and finding creative solutions to issues. The Nine of Cups is here in your challenge as well. So it tells me that you believe, there's something you believe, or an activity, or in something you're engaged in that limits your self-belief and limits your ability to know that you can have what you want. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. There's something you want that may not be here yet, and it may be that you haven't created the room for it, or it may be that there's still a bit of shadow work to be done before you can have this fulfillment. You are on the underlying energy is the Two of Pentacles. Two situations you're juggling right now, or maybe more than, but it is a situation that needs a lot of care, patience, moderation, and good balance. You need to be very mindful not to take on too much right now. Definitely not taking on too much. What will help with your challenge is the Empress and the Lovers. These are beautiful cards to see. To see yourself as abundant, to be committed to a particular relationship that is healthy for you. Maybe that relationship is the one you have with yourself. To believe in the most abundant life that you can imagine. To take care of your gut health, I think, is very important. For some of you, this is also about like a literal pregnancy or birthing something new. This doesn't have to be a literal baby, but it can be a figurative baby, a project or something, a new self. With the Lovers here, it is about a choice being made to commit to the healthiest version of yourself, something like this, you know. There's something that needs your commitment. For some of you, this is something to do with parenting as well. Like you're needing to commit to something to help your child or something like that. Like maybe they need a strict routine to help them adjust to a certain thing that's changed in their life, or like, and you're needing to see it through with them and be with them every step of the way. Maybe that child is yourself. In the area of what you don't see coming, we have got the Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Cups. So it's like what you don't see coming. I believe this is your ability to assert a healthy boundary that's also kind and compassionate and gentle as well. And it enables you to have new growth. For many of you, this is about a new creative idea or project. It's like time for you to execute that idea and make it happen, bring it to life. So it could be numerous things of what you don't see coming, but the first one I did see was a nice healthy boundary being asserted, and maybe you don't see it coming that you have the capacity to do so. And in doing that, it brings you a fresh beginning of something that can be very prosperous. But there's a softness and a kindness to this energy as well. So it's like you're not just being cold-hearted. You are, you have very logical, tactful reason as to why you're saying what you're saying or choosing what you're choosing. What you don't see coming is you having the ability to overcome something that enables you to have a fresh beginning, and more compassion, more kindness, more compassion towards yourself predominantly. If something new is growing inside of you that makes you want to be kinder to other people, but kinder to yourself maybe first. In the outcome, we have the Two of Swords, Ten of Wands, the Temperance. So right now it is about trusting your intuition very strongly, and realizing where it is you're carrying things you don't need to be carrying anymore. Ten of Wands is about carrying way too many burdens, and Temperance is asking you to put those down and trust where it is that you can put those down. You're going to have feelings about things, gut instincts about things at the moment that you logically don't understand, and that's something you need to trust and be okay with. You need to trust where it is you're being asked to put things down and to put things to rest, or to say no, and to allow there to be more of a balance between the different facets of your world, especially given the Two of Pentacles is underneath the reading here, and there's the Wheel of Fortune is under that. So yeah, I think there's like a need to balance your work and your play, or you know, your whatever that is for you that needs balancing. I don't want to speak to it too much because it will be so different for everyone. So in the area of Oracle, we have your truth is powerful. So I'll read that one for you. We're told so many lies. We're told that we must be with others and that they must love us for us to be worthy. So we bend and we twist the self to please the others, showing only glimpses of who we are in shadows and light. We never fully step out into the light to see who is drawn to the form we most truly are. Start by unbending and deepening the love you have for your own ways. Start with untwisting and cease to speak words that appease others and offend your soul. Then offer that level of care and desire for love to your own self. What could you become if you already loved who you are? I like that. It's a good contemplative message. And it just sort of brings me also to this energy that it's like there's a grief in letting go of a part of yourself that needs to be let go of, or even a situation that needs to be let go of, because the world is here and the Chariot's on the other side of that energy. So it's like having the confidence and courage to actually see something through to the end of a cycle and have it not repeat again. We have Armadillo Spirit with set healthy boundaries, and there's Oracle and Protection. I'll read both and you can choose if you want either. So learning to set healthy boundaries is a gift of Armadillo Spirit. You're entering a phase where, in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that may have been okay for you in the past. This also means that you need to learn where you end and where others begin. What is yours to own and what is not. Know your limits and understand that it's an empowering choice to say no to what doesn't feel right. Armadillo Spirit is here to tell you it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Be clear on what you are agreeing to, declare what your needs are, and say no as a full sentence. These are acts of respect and kindness to others as well as yourself. Trust your body's signals and you will know what to do. Armadillo Spirit guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. The protection message, if you feel you need that. This is a tricky time, as you may find yourself enmeshed with others, overly concerned with how they will take it if you say no or express how you really feel. Do you feel anxious saying no to someone you capitulate? Sorry, it's like broken into two bits, so I'm like trying to stick that word together. Even knowing the outcome will not be in your best interest. Do you feel like it's your job to stop someone from facing their challenges? Instead, you might take on their responsibilities, rescuing them instead of giving them the freedom to learn the lessons their way. Perhaps you feel if they only knew how much you cared, they would change, and then all would be well. Armadillo Spirit asks you to be honest with yourself and with others, no matter how different that may be or how much you may fear losing someone or something. Face your fear, tell the truth, and set your boundaries. You'll be amazed at the miracles that happen when you let Armadillo Spirit protect you from taking on too much, becoming a people pleaser, and losing your integrity. Another message of protection from Armadillo Spirit is to relax, live and let live. If you or someone else is being defensive, you are called to step back and trust in Spirit's plan. And that's kind of the message we saw in the outcome here too, like listening to the cues of your body, knowing feeling when it is to let things go or put things down, and trusting the plan ahead, going with the flow. Temperance. So we also have the card Transformation. I'll also read for you. This is a time for change, reinvention, or a rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue color suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodeling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but it's usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card means that a wish may be about to come true. And you've got that fear in your challenge here that it's not going to come true, but there is a wish fulfillment here for you, waiting for your commitment, waiting for you to choose it. You have 3 came out from the Moonology, and it was do nothing, process your feelings, and the past. So this is definitely a time to not take any big hasty actions unless you feel really clear about that, but giving yourself time to process your feelings based on the past and the things that have come up for you lately, because the past is needing to, like past patterns and behaviors need to be shifted so that you can evolve and move forward with what you're wanting to move forward with. Your personal power for this week is I release what doesn't serve me. I think that speaks for itself. And then some self-care prompts this week is to hydrate. Drinking lots of water will make a difference, but also the quality of water you're drinking is very important. We have practice gratitude. Take time to acknowledge what you're grateful for. There's many things to be grateful for, including your beautiful self that got you to this point so far and will only take you further. And create a routine. Having a routine helps you limit procrastination and give you structure. I think this one's really important with regards to achieving a certain goal that you have. Create a routine and show up for it every day. Show up. If you want the world to show up for you, then you must show up for yourself. So our little pendulum here now for group 3, we're just going to look at what yes is going to look like for group 3, please. It's subtle, but it's there. Thank you. And group 2, show me what no is. I don't know what I'm talking about. Group 2. Option 2, I suppose I mean to say, but there's a no, thank you very much. And the answer for group 3's question, please. Okay, swing it into a yes. With that one, I got this feeling of get busy. If there's something you want to do, just I just saw someone getting right into something and getting really busy with it. So I don't know, what that is exactly for you, of course, but there was definitely this, it was a yes, but it was maybe it's because you get busy, or there's something about getting busy and really rummaging through something and really giving it all of your focus. So yeah. Don't know. I'd love to hear about how that may have resonated in the comments below group 3 with that particular pendulum, because it's always interesting the extra bits that come with it and how it might resonate. I enjoy that. But yeah, that is what I have for you in this week's reading, group 3, definitely 3. If you'd like a private reading with me, I will open up December and make an announcement hopefully today. By the time you've seen this reading, it should be open. And yeah, hopefully it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance. I look forward to reading for you all again next week. Bye, group 3.